Magic is very much like art. It is an expression of will. Now, when creating a work of art, whether it be a drawing or a painting, you have the foreground, something that's very close to you. Practices in Magic that are either foundational to your practice or define who you are as a person, whether it be chaos magic, blood magic, white magic, black magic, gray magic, void magic, or any kind of witchcraft, or the limbic. There's always certain practices or certain kinds of magic that we're drawn to that are always at the forefront of who we are. But magic is like a drawing or a painting, is also layered. You can't just do one type of magic and have a well-rounded practice. Some people have a wide range of practices, from healing to cursing. Some, like myself, do like to cultivate primordial strength and even something like dark power, but I also do magic to help the dead move on, go to other realms as after soul fragmentation, or to ease their minds and hearts. And I also do magic for others to protect them. And I don't really practice that much healing per se, but protection and bolstering of their personal power, and even a little bit of personal gnosis. A well-developed painting or drawing needs layers like that. There's always little hidden things, whether it be stylized techniques or details in a drawing or a painting that you have to get really close to see. A lot of the time in our magical practice, there are certain things that that are overlooked by others, is often overlooked by us, or something that we're not exactly sharing. It's a small detail, but it's very significant to the overall work. It's something that we don't either share or we've been working on kind of in silence or quiet. So whether it be a depression, that's a part of our magic that's directing our goals to try to gain happiness or gain money. The money is usually more at the forefront. Or perhaps there's a secret logging that shows the nature of your work. Something that you've been trying to manifest that you carry over from your childhood or from even a past life, or a motivation that really started you along your path, whether it be a desire for control or power because you felt powerless as a child or if felt powerless in the past, or a desire to heal others because you have compassion for others, or a desire to protect this earth that you love, or sustain the barriers between dimensions to make sure everything is stable. A lot of these are the personal motives that are closest to the heart, are some of the tiniest details in a work, in magic, but the most significant. We don't usually say our motivations outright a lot of the time. A lot of the tiny details are so close and so significant that they're kind of buried in our overall work. As an individual who's done many different kinds of magic, and I've also done many kinds of different art, there's a correlation between a desire to express our will. And we are an emanation from the original source that everything is a part of and that the original source became. So our will and ourselves are an emanation that we express through magic, that we work with reality. And it's kind of illusory, non-corporeal nature, seemingly solid, but not quite so. We work with reality as an extension, a very specific will extension from the source. If we don't explore these things about ourselves in our spiritual practices or magic, if we don't explore our various abilities or various techniques, then we might not actually even uncover what our actual will is, or experience our will, or understand our motivations, or develop spiritual or magical skills that will help us develop as a person in this life and in future ones. Magic helps us not fade away, but be who we are. And it's a working belief system. Magic is belief in action and experimentation as well. Just like you work at developing your artistic skill and drawing or painting, and over time you make mistakes, or you find out techniques that just don't work quite well. Perhaps you really liked line hatches and creating a drawing pattern, but over time you realize it makes it less realistic. Sometimes the same with magic. Sometimes certain techniques make it less practical or effective for you personally. And just like with art, magic is practice, practice, practice. You get better. see results over time. Same thing with spiritual practices as well. Practice, practice, practice. Meditation, ritual, spells. Practice, practice, practice. And never get stuck in one technique, magically or spiritually. Keep on evolving. If you don't know where to go next or how to develop further, don't just be happy with your current skill or your current practice. Develop, learn, seek out new ways of casting spells, doing money magic, working with the dead, chaos magic. Find different book sources, and reach out to people, whether it be online or in person. Or if you might be stuck in a meditation technique and you're happy with it, but you've become comfortable with it and you need to try something more expansive to develop your mind further. Same thing with spell work, like I said. Never get stagnant. Keep on moving forward. Keep on learning new rituals, learning new techniques. That's the only way that an artist can produce a masterwork. And that is the only way that you as a magician can become a powerful magician, or one who experiences the knowledge that is behind magic by actually doing it. Action, action, action. The only way that you learn is by acting. If you get comfortable, that means that action is definitely required, even more so than when you have a need. If you're broke and you don't have a lot of money and you want to develop money magic, the need is right there. But if you're comfortable with the amount of money that you have, and that causes you not to practice money magic, then that's when you really need to practice it the most. Same with reaching out to various beings. When you feel like the connection, or you don't feel like you can make a connection, you feel like it's too hard, or you don't understand how to connect to Divine Mother Kali Ma, for instance, keep on trying. You owe it to yourself to work towards a grander experience of yourself, your reality, the gods, the multiverse. You owe it to yourself. You're only going to be this person once. Find your will. Express it. Don't stagnate. Don't be happy with the techniques that you have. Keep on moving forward and produce that masterwork as a magician. That it might be a book, but it can also be just who you are and your personal power. It doesn't have to be something that everybody knows about. It doesn't have to be something that's recognized, but you will just be that powerful magician, or that enlightened person, or that joyous and happy practitioner, content on your journey, on your spiritual path. Comfort is the death of true contentment or happiness. So, just like in art. So if you're happy with your techniques, and you just keep on using them rather than trying to do bigger works, using color in different ways, using shading in different ways. Unless you do that and fail a whole lot, you'll never be the best artist that you can be. So, magic is magic art. I think that it is. I think that you yourself, even if a lot of your magic is external, you certainly become something more and more within, even if all your aims are external with magic. They don't have to be, but if they are, you become somebody more and more through practice, exploration, failure, and then those successes start to mount after the failures, just like in spirituality. Magic is art. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you like this video, hit that thumbs up down there. It really helps out the channel. And if you would like to become a patron and support me on Patreon for as little as $1 a month, go to www.patreon.com/darkrealist, capital D, capital R. And if you like my work and you want to support me, I'd really appreciate it. I'll also include that down in the description below. Thank you very much. Keep on practicing, grow as a person, and all of you have a wonderful day.